Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Success Cosmas. Okay, I am an Abuja-based YouTuber, and on this channel, I bring you every information you need to stay good and healthy. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of tips to stop what? Body odor. Body odor happens when sweat meets the bacteria on the surface of your skin. When it meets this bacteria, that is when it now causes an unpleasant smell, and that unpleasant smell is what body odor is, right? Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of us are worried or want to treat, or you just move along with people, and then in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, or even in a second, you're already smelling and people are like avoiding you, or you just know within yourself that something is just wrong somewhere, right? So don't worry, I have tips that will help you manage body odor. But the first tip or the first advice I want to give you is that you should make sure you shave. It is very, 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 very important. You can't have hairs in your pubic region. You can't have hairs in your armpits. You can't have hairs in those regions where you sweat and you expect to use anything you use on your skin and still smell nice. It doesn't work that way. It's more like you're suffocating. Just picture it this way. Remember when your clothes is wet, you've washed your clothes, right? And it's wet, it has not dried completely. And then you carry that clothes and put into your box or into your basket or anything. You can imagine how it feels like, right? So that is what you're making those regions in your body smell or feel like when you have hairs there. So as I'm talking to you now, first of all, before you just press pause this video. If you're guilty, if you have hairs, check yourself now. If you have hairs in those pubic regions, please pause this video, get to your bedroom and go and shave. Then when you shave, come back, press continue, and then we'll move ahead. So I believe now you've done justice to that armpit. You know, you've done justice to the armpits. I'm looking at you and I believe you've done justice to the armpits. All right, so now let's go right into the tips that will help us reduce body odor. So I know a lot of us work out. You want to maintain a very good figure, you want to be fit, you want to be healthy. Remember that when you're working out, you also sweat. When you're working out, you also sweat. So it is very, very advisable and advised that whenever you come back from your workout session, when you come back from the gym, when you come back from probably that long walk or that short walk you've gone on, please head to the bedroom and have your bath. And make sure that bath you're having, you don't have hairs in your armpits. Have your bath, right? Wash that gym wear, wash it. I said what? Wash it. Don't carry gym wear and then you go and spread it under the sun, and tomorrow you want to wear it out to the gym again. How bad? Is that what they taught you? It must they even teach you that one before you get to know it? So please make sure, you people that like going to the gym, don't come to the gym and be smelling every day. It's okay. Do you know it's possible to even be at the gym and you're not smelling bad, you're smelling nice even though you're sweating? Do you know that is 100% possible? But you make matters worse now when that same gym wear, and imagine it's even inner wear, that same gym wear, you're repeating it, you're just spreading it under the sun because you feel like, no, once the sweat dries up, I am good to go. Please stop, just stop it. It's not good again. And then another thing I would advise is that we change our diet. You change your diet. Watch your diet, right? Watch your diet. Sometimes a lot of us eat food and we carry onion. If it's possible, we have basket of onion in a particular dish. Haba. You even carry garlic and ginger. Like you just deal with the food with enough garlic and ginger. We know that you're trying to be the best cook in the world, but please let everything be done moderately. Have you ever tried to eat any dish or any food that has enough garlic in it, and then after eating, even if you like drink water, drink 1 gallon, 1 can, 1 basin, 1 tank of water, do any much you can do, your mouth will still be smelling garlic. And then you can imagine when you now sweat, and that sweat now mixed with the bacteria on the surface of your skin. Hey, you don't need to. Please don't come out. Don't even come out of your house. Just stay indoor there. Yeah. So that is another tip. That first of all, this is more like precautions we should take, right? And then a lot of times, some of us that are too obese, you're big, you're fat. I'm not shaming you. I'm not trying to body shame you. But where I would now judge you is when you notice that you're gradually increasing in size. Do you get? You notice that you're now eating, you're overeating, and you're still eating and overeating because you cannot come and kill yourself. You're now eating and overeating. When you will sweat and you will sit down, And then you now sit down with all that sweat on you. And there's one thing about being excessively obese, right? Some people have it naturally, like they're just naturally obese. But you can imagine someone that is very, very fat, to get very, very fat and very obese, and the person sweats. You know how if you don't take care of yourself as a fat person or as an obese person, some other ladies say thick. If you don't take care of yourself as a thick lady, you just be storing, or let's say it's not like you're even storing, like you're just heaping and piling up sweat in different regions of your body. Do you get? And then please, if you're obese, wear breathable clothes, right? What do I mean by breathable clothes? I'm not saying you should wear see-through clothes. No, I'm not saying you should wear see-through clothes. What I mean by breathable clothes is clothes that even when you're walking, even when you're not walking, anything you're doing at all, air can pass through that garment, air can pass through that clothes. You don't want to wear very thick abada material, or even if it's not abada, you don't want to wear very thick material, and then when you're sweating, the clothes is now soaking up that sweat. Do you get? No, you don't want to do that. And then another striking thing, again, I would advise you do is to wash your clothes. I know a lot of times we don't have time. We are very, very busy. We can't even attend to some minute needs or services or anything. But please, do not wear dirty clothes. When you wash that clothes, don't wear it when it has not dried up. I remember those days we used to do it in secondary school when we wash our uniform and then probably it rained and the uniform not dry up. We'll use dry towel and squeeze the clothes or the uniform so that it would dry up. It's not literally drying up. Sun is very vital because when sun comes out, sun dries up that clothes very well. But we don't want to dry up the clothes, right? As humans, we just want to use our human mechanisms and everything to dry up the clothes. No, please stop that. Spread that clothes out in sun. Even if there's no sun, just spread it outside and allow that clothes to dry. Wash your clothes when they are dirty. Stop wearing that same clothes. Maybe when you wear the clothes, you look at it and you're like, no, I just want this clothes once. Okay, even if you wore it once and you didn't use it to do anything very serious, please just spread it outside. Spread it in open air so that it just has a way of drying up that sweat and everything and you don't smell bad. And then most importantly, use deodorant, use antiperspirant. And you not hear me say use perfume. Do you know that it's very, very possible not to use perfume and you still smell good? You still smell nice. Like you pass and people are like, wow, this lady. It's very, very disgusting when you as a lady, as a young guy, anything, you pass and people are seizing their breath or closing their nose. For whatever reason, it is very, very disgusting, right? So I did not say use perfumes. If you're trying to fight body odor, if you're trying to prevent body odor, it is very, very important that you make use of antiperspirant. Now, just like in my vlogs, I tell you based on my own personal experience, right? So number one, I have this Nivea Dry Comfort Antiperspirant. See it here. The Nivea Dry, I want you to look at it very well and also read it very well. I hope it's quite visible. So this is the Nivea Dry Comfort Antiperspirant, right? And then I'll tell you how it works in this case now. A lot of times, personally, as a human being, when I sweat or when I know I'm going out, sometimes you know you're going out and you're not sure the type of activity you're engaging. So in order to be on the safe side, right, I use this dry comfort. Do you know how it works? When I spray it in my armpit, I use it mostly. You just use it only for your armpits. And please, before you use it, shake it very, very well and then spray it evenly in your armpits. So when I use it, no matter how I sweat that day, do you know the amazing thing? It just dries up that sweat. Do you get? It's not like it dries it up and then I now start smelling bad. Like, you know how the word dry sounds, right? This thing just makes me feel like, so instead of smelling, let me use the word smelling. So instead of smelling, because sweat and bacteria. So instead of having that effect on my skin, I now have this dry feeling in my armpit. Do you get? So even if I'm sweating, I now smell very nice and almost more feminine. I hope you understand what I mean. So now, this is why antiperspirant is very necessary. So that even when you're in the gym or you're going out or you're just very sure you're going to do something that is very strenuous, right? Just use this dry comfort. Nivea has a lot of antiperspirants, like they have a lot of them. But I am telling you from experience, use the dry comfort. Use it, spray it even in your armpits. Go and walk and sweat, and you come back and give me your review in my comment section and tell me how you felt that day. You will not even feel like sweat. It's just more like the antiperspirant is kind of giving you that, just exactly how the name sounds. It's just giving you that kind of dry comfort and you're just feeling okay, you're not even smelling. So now the unique thing about this dry comfort now is that men can use it, women can use it. It is not saying, you see people that go to the beauty store, they go to any supermarket and they're saying, no, give me the one for men, give me the one for women. Forget all the ceremony, just use dry comfort. Even if you're a man or a woman, use dry comfort, you will like it. Sometimes men prefer to use this. It's quick dry, Nivea Men quick dry, right? This is it, Nivea Men quick dry. And do you know another beautiful thing about this Nivea product, right? It's 24 hours. I don't say 48. 24 hours. You stay fresh for 24 hours. If you're fighting body odor, if you're trying to prevent body odor, first of all, take all the precautions I've mentioned. Primarily, make sure you don't have hairs in your armpit. Then spray this in and tell me why you smell. No, like just tell me why you smell. If it's your teeth that is also contributing, or your mouth that is also contributing to the body odor, then you should go and watch my last vlog on toothpaste you should use. I've already reviewed a toothpaste that is very, very good, that could make your breath smell fresh all day, right? Yeah. So in some other cases, some people may not like this dry comfort because it's just there, like just to make you feel fresh, right? But this one now works the same way dry comfort. This is Pearl Beauty. So this particular antiperspirant works the same way dry comfort works. But I think the unique thing about this one is that it has this kind of pearl extract in it, right? Like it has kind of pearl extract in it, right? And do you know what it does? Do you know what it does, like from experience? You just smell kind of very tender. Do you get? I don't know how pearl smells anyway because I can't relate. But I've used it, and when I use it, I noticed that wow, when I use this pearl comfort, I did not say you should combine. No. Before you think that for you to fight this body odor very well, you combine dry comfort, you also get pearl comfort. Sorry, Pearl Beauty you combine, then you get this one you combine. Haba. Are you trying to what are you trying to pursue? Are you trying to pursue body odor for life? Yeah. So you use a particular one, but you can decide to use this at night. You can decide to use this in the morning. Do you get? Anyone that works for you? Why I said anyone that works for you is because I usually use this when I'm going out. Like when I'm going out in the day, I use the dry comfort. Then at night, I use Pearl Beauty because I just like the feeling of it, right? Some other times, I use it interchangeably. I can decide to use Pearl Beauty when I'm going out, and I can decide to use Dry Comfort. So it depends on your taste. I won't tell you this is what you must use, right? So it depends on your taste. If you feel like, okay, I've used Dry Comfort and I think Dry Comfort is very nice, you can go ahead with using Dry Comfort. If you use Pearl Beauty and you feel like Pearl Beauty is the best for you, you can decide when to use it and how to use it. And you can use only Dry Comfort. You can use only Pearl Beauty. Do you get? You must not go and buy everything. Then if you're a man and you don't just want to feel like you're using feminine things, you can now go ahead and then use this Nivea for men. Then in some other cases where you feel like I may not want this, because I know some people that use perfumes or use some of these antiperspirants, and when they're using it, when they even spray it, they start coughing. Do you get? Or they react to it. No problem. Fine and good. You can now decide to go for Pearl Beauty. This is Pearl Beauty roll-on, right? You can now decide to go for Pearl Beauty. Or this Pearl Beauty also has Dry Comfort in the roll-on form. Do you get? And even this one as well has it as roll-on. Do you get? So sometimes you may also want to put this in your handbag or in your school bag when you're going out or anything, and then probably the size of this is too big for the bag you're carrying. That is why you can easily just grab your roll-on, right, and just go out. Sometimes some people love to go the extra mile and rub it on their clothing, but it's up to you. But the right place to use it is directly on your armpits. In your armpits, I mean, use it directly, right? It does not react. Don't be scared. It does not react. It doesn't have any adverse effects. It is what it is, right? It does not react. It's just there for you. Just use it that way, right? So this is me giving you this review. There's some other times if you are not comfortable, let's say, do you know that spraying a lot of perfume does not prevent body odor? You get this perfume, you spray. You get this one, you spray. You get this one, you spray. You spray. If you don't take the right precautions, if you like spray heaven and earth, it will smell for a while. When the sweat now start coming out, you will now perceive the real odor in your body. So that's why I said initially, it is very possible not to use perfumes, right? And just use antiperspirant, and you will still smell fresh all day. You will still smell fresh all day. You get? Some other people are not very comfortable with using a lot of perfumes. Like they're just using this perfume, they use perfume A, they use perfume B. A lot of people are not comfortable with using so many perfumes, and it is not a problem. It is your choice. It is not a problem. It is your choice. But please, most importantly, I am begging you in the name of God, use antiperspirant. And I am very convinced, because this is what I use, that Nivea Antiperspirants are the best. If you get to the market, you see a lot of them. But I told you what I use is Dry Comfort and Pearl Beauty, because Dry Comfort, I'd already outlined the reason why I love it more, and Pearl Beauty as well. But you can decide to get any one of them, try it on yourself and see the one that works for you. Okay, you can even try other antiperspirants, use it and then see the one that works for you, and voila, you not smell bad. You've treated body odor, right? So yeah, so we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you also learned one or two things. I hope that you would not go around smelling naughty or bad after watching this video. No, I pay attention to your health. I pay attention to everything about you. That is why I bring contents like this your way, right? Yeah, so if you've not seen my last video, sorry, on my regrets on using organic skincare products, please go and see that video. That video was directly from my heart. I didn't even have to sit down. I was even on my way to the bedroom and I felt like this thing has been a problem. Maybe someone is also battling with this. Let me share this experience I've had with that person, right? If you've not seen that video, please just finish up this one, like, subscribe to this channel, and then head over to see my last video on organic skincare products. Do the right thing. Do the right thing and avoid stories, right? Do the right thing and avoid stories, and live your best life the way you can. So I'll see you all in my next videos. Do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget also to comment, and yeah, bye.